Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today I want to talk to you about the importance of presence in your twin flame journey and with yourself in general. Presence is not a foreign topic, right? We often hear in mindfulness, we often hear in The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, many spiritual philosophies, including the teachings of union, teach how important it is to be present in the moment. And I want to explain to you why that is so important with your twin flame journey. So a lot of times we aren't present. We're focused on what we're doing in the future, what we did in the past, and we allow that to kind of cloud where we're at right now. Either we're thinking that we'll be happy when we manifest our twin flame, or we think, oh, well, I've messed up, or we had this fight, or we had this argument, and you hang on to the past upsets, or you anticipate future upsets, or thinking that one day will come and save you. And what you'll find is that one day never comes if you're always waiting for it. Because a waiting energy is always going to leave you waiting, and looking back and hanging on to a grudge is only going to keep that block of that grudge there. It's going to keep you from evolving, keep you from actually attracting your twin flame, because they can feel that grudge that you have. You're one, remember? So if you have that grudge in your heart and you're like, I'm not going to move until they come and apologize in the way that I want, you've allowed yourself to kind of game yourself, right? You've hung on to the past. You've hung on to the future. But when you're present with yourself, when you're present with, where you are in this moment, you can see clearly where you're feeling upset, where things feel bad, where things feel, out of sorts. And you can start to notice, oh, I noticed that I'm doing this thing, I'm doing this behavior that doesn't feel so good to me. Maybe it's you're neglecting your needs. Maybe you're not giving yourself enough sleep. Maybe you're not honoring your desires, or you're not moving in the direction of your dreams. You're like, oh, I have these dreams to be a writer, or I have these dreams to be, whatever it is that you're desiring to do, and you kind of put them out ahead of you. You're like, oh, one day, or I don't know that it's possible for me. But when you're present with yourself, you can notice that uncomfortable feeling and make a new choice to honor that is a desire that you desire to pursue, and you can start taking those steps. If you're always projecting to the future, thinking, oh, that one day I'll be ready for my twin flame, one day I'll forgive my twin flame, you're always, outside of your body, you're always over here, over there. One day I'll move through the upset. One day the portal will come and I'll finally be with my twin flame. The tendency is to avoid and numb out, because eventually I'll get there. No, not today. Not today, I won't move through that upset. Not today, I won't claim my dreams. And that doesn't mean to go, oh, well, embrace now and go see your twin flame if they've put up a boundary, right? If they're dating someone else. You don't do that. Presence in the twin flame journey really means feeling your feelings, being very in touch with who you are and what's going on in your life. One of the most common upsets is not feeling a connection with your twin flame, or not having a communication. And you're feeling like, well, why aren't they communicating with me? Why aren't they connecting with me in the way that I desire? And if you do the mirror exercise, you can see that, step one, I'm upset that my twin flame's not connecting with me. Step two, I'm upset that I'm not connecting with myself. And when you feel into that, at first it might be, well, how am I not connecting with myself? I'm with myself all the time. But are you? Are you truly present with yourself? Are you truly feeling all of your feelings? Even the ones that feel uncomfortable, even the ones that are like kind of icky to think about. if you're not present with those feelings, you're not fully connecting with yourself. Because when you have an upset like that, when you have an uncomfortable feeling that you don't want to go to, you're actually depriving yourself of the love in that space, the love that you could give yourself in that space, and you're depriving yourself of your own connection. The inner child that's there, that's feeling upset, is being deprived of you. And so your twin flame is showing you that so that you can heal it. And sometimes it'll feel a little scary. It's like, oh, maybe what if I look there and I find out that love isn't real? What if I look there and I find that, I'm not lovable or something, But if you go there and you love yourself in that space, you'll find that it always dissolves. You'll find that the love will always, dissolve any upset that's there. And you don't have to solve an issue, right? Sometimes it's like, oh, well, what is the exact formula for connecting with myself? How many hours a day do I need to spend meditating before I've connected with myself? And it's not the amount of time. It's really just being present with yourself at all times, being with yourself at all times. That means connecting with your feelings, connecting with what's going on within yourself. And that's where the mindfulness comes into play. That's where loving yourself in those places with the mirror exercise helps you to master that presence and that connection with you. And you can't do that if you're avoiding. You can't do that if you're getting tangled in the upset. You do that by literally paying attention to how you feel. One of my favorite quotes from Shaleia in their meditation CD, which I highly recommend, is loving yourself means paying attention to yourself. That means being present. That means really bringing presence there, because you are love itself. You are an expression of love. You are a child of love. You are an extension of love. That is what you were created to be. That is what you are in your core, in your essence. And so just by you being present, you bring love to a place. You bring love to the place that was hurting. You fill yourself with love every time you are fully present with yourself. And be compassionate with yourself. We aren't taught to be present in this world. We're not taught to be here. We're always kind of taught to be worrying about things or being depressed about things. There's so many people in this world right now that are feeling isolated and alone, anxious, on antidepressants and anxiety medication. And that's not saying that they've done anything wrong, but they're in the past, they're in the future, they're avoiding all of these feelings. And if you need help, that's okay. That's okay. But being with yourself, being present with yourself, and loving yourself through those big feelings can really go a long way. It can really help you bring more love and feel more love and overflow over time. Be patient with yourself as you're moving through this, because your twin flame isn't going to leave you if you don't get it right away. They're not going to go away forever and you've lost them and you only had one shot. That's not the case. Your twin flame union is forever. It's eternal. God created you with them and you've always been with them. And if you're experiencing separation with them right now because you're not loving yourself right now, maybe you're feeling down, it's not a sign that you've done anything wrong. It's just pointing you to a place where you need more love. You need to love yourself a little bit more. And maybe it's a lot of bit more. And that's okay too. Because all you are is love, and only love is real. And as soon as you fill that space with love, you radiate with love, you attract with love, your twin flame will be right there. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you'd like support on your twin flame journey, if you'd like one-on-one coaching support to help you through your blocks, you can find my services at SacredTwinFlameUnion.com, and I will see you all in the next video.